Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. We will continue like every Friday with our German reading. So last time Kiku was like by himself thinking about his friends and whatever. And we will continue with the next page. Okay, let's read. Wie? Du willst nicht mehr kämpfen? Let's check out the verbs first, like always. Kämpfen, to fight. Willst, wollen, to want. We have a negative here. The nicht makes the statement negative. Nicht mehr, the mehr, which by itself would be like more. For example, more coffee, mehr Kaffee. But nicht mehr makes it not anymore. So he wants to say, what? You don't want to fight anymore? If you watch my other videos, you know that wie doesn't mean what, of course. It means how. But we often say it like, how can I understand what you said? So it means, what did you say? So how, he says, you don't want to fight. He doesn't grasp what the other person was saying. So this makes it a what in English. Next one, ganz genau. Ganz in this case means totally or wholly. And genau means exactly or correct. Wie meinst du das? Here we have again the wie. In this case, it really is how. And then we have meinen. Meinen in this case means to mean something. So how do you mean that? Du hast doch vor kurzem erst die aus Ikeuchi rausgeprügelt. This one is a little harder. Let's check out the verbs first. Hast, rausgeprügelt. Hast makes it past tense. Etwas rausprügeln. Prügeln by itself means to beat. And rausprügeln means to beat something out of someone. And if you can see my censored word, I think you can guess what he means. Let's check out the other words. Vor kurzem. Vor means, of course, for or before, but it can also mean like a time related, ago. Kurzem in this case means short. You can remember vor kurzem like short time ago, shortly ago. Doch erst ist for emphasis. The doch we talked about many times on this channel. You can watch my other videos if you want, but you will see it's not easy to define it. Erst means like only or just. I give you an example. Es ist erst 3 Uhr. It is only or it is just 3 o'clock. So altogether he wants to say, you only a short while ago beat the out of Ikeuchi. So we analyzed a really tricky sentence. So if you grasped it, you can be really proud of yourself. Let's check out the next one. Die Zweitklässler werden das nicht auf sich sitzen lassen. Insbesondere dieser Iwata. Werden, in this case, to will, makes it a future tense. Nicht, negative. Lassen, to let. Here we have a pattern or a chunk you can learn. Auf sich sitzen lassen. It all goes together. And the translation would be to let something be. If you would translate it word by word, it would mean to let something sit on its own, to let it sit, to let it go. It makes sense to let something sit so it won't stand up and cause something. Die Zweitklässler, it's a noun. Die Klasse is the class, female. So zwei means two. So altogether it means the 2 graders. And here we have a little addition. And sprechen means to equal something. We have the Klasse here again, female, the class, and the number 11, 11th class. So equals unserer, our 11th class. So The second graders will not let it be, let it go. Insbesondere means especially. Dieser, that, Iwata, especially that Iwata guy, we would say in English. Next one. Dann renne ich eben weg. Here we have an opening verb, wegrennen, to run away. Eben in this case and dann are also a little bit tricky. Dann is a little easier because it gives a cause. It's like then. Eben makes it something like just. So he says, then I just run. I just go away. I leave. Eben is also tricky, but also really useful. It can mean like exactly that. Das ist es eben. It's exactly that. So it doesn't always mean just. It can mean other things as well. So, but here it means then I just leave. I just go. Next one. Du rennst weg. You're running away. Or you leave. Was ist denn mit dir auf einmal los? Ich weiß, dass dir Iwata keine Angst macht. Also was ist das Problem? Hast du Angst, von der Schule zu fliegen? The things here are not really hard, but it's a lot. Let's check out the first line. Was ist denn mit dir auf einmal los? Question word is what? Etwas ist los means something is going on. And of course, now you can guess what he wants to say. Mit means with. And it needs a dative. I don't want to be too grammatical, but just saying. So what's wrong with you? What is happening with you? And then we have also auf einmal. This is just an expression for suddenly. Wissen, to know. Machen, to make. Ist, to be. Here we have a little typo, a grammar typo, but it happens almost every video because it's an open source. We have here a comma, and then we have a double S here. So I know that Iwata does not frighten you. Angst machen, again, dative, it needs a dir for the object. So I know he doesn't frighten you. Iwata doesn't frighten you. So, also, what is the problem? Haben, to have again. Do you have fear? To fly from the school. Fliegen means to fly. But of course, in a pattern like here, von der Schule means out of school. To fly out of school. So what's wrong with you suddenly? I know that Iwata doesn't frighten you or doesn't scare you. So what's the problem? Are you afraid to get kicked off of school? This is what it means. Yeah. I don't translate that. You should know this by now since you're watching my videos. Let's go to the next one. I really like the artist when he makes like face close-ups. It looks really nice. Jetzt, nachdem ich endlich Freunde habe. Haben, to have. Der Freund, the friend, male in this case. Or die Freundin, female. Endlich means finally. Jetzt means now. And nachdem means after. So after I have finally friends. So I guess we have another scenery. They're walking home. Tut mir leid wegen der Umstände, Sanji. Tut mir leid is of course a combination you should learn. Tut mir leid means I'm sorry. Wegen means because of. And again, it needs dative. Today is the day of the dative, I guess. But because it's plural, we don't see that so much here. Die Umstände, plural. Der Umstand, male, means the circumstance. So I'm sorry for the circumstances, Sanji.